You're not terrified of failure, but success. That's why you self-sabotage. Whenever you're striving towards a big goal, whether it's completing that degree, landing that job, starting a business, getting a relationship, your nervous system panics and you end up self-sabotaging. But why? That's because success threatens the very thing you've created so far, your identity. You've spent your entire life of not being enough, of facing failure, rejection, disappointment. And success threatens those very same pillars that are holding your current identity. You don't actually have a problem with failure or falling, but you have a problem with your current identity not being able to align itself with a new one. Brain will always keep you in a familiar terrain because that's predictable, that's known, that's survival. To grow is to go to an uncharted territory, and that threatens your identity, even if it means success or becoming a better person. Your brain won't allow that to happen, and that's why it causes you to self-sabotage, because it wants to hold to that old layer of skin, but you have to discard it, just like the snake sheds its skin. You're not procrastinating or self-sabotaging, but that's your identity preventing you from growing and becoming what you know you want to be. That's your old identity protecting itself after years of constant negative self-worth conditioning has wired your brain to not see anything but that. That's why your nervous system keeps you safe and small, because it's predictable. You have a desire to grow and to become, so you start working towards your goal, but after a while, progress halts. That's because success and growth both trigger subconscious fear in your brain, as you were wired to have negative self-worth. Anything opposed to that is seen as threatening. Your nervous system freezes and you enter fight, flight or freeze mode, causing you to self-sabotage. You continue to blame yourself and you keep reinforcing these beliefs by providing yourself with evidence that you didn't follow through, as you're not good enough. And this vicious cycle gets reinforced with every failure and setback. Now you have to rewire these beliefs with cognitive restructuring. Instead of saying I'm not worthy, say I'm not attached to the pain from the past. Train your awareness and become aware of any negative or debilitating self-talk you are indulging in, and ask yourself, where are these coming from? You have to install a new programming system. So what you must do is slowly implement small goals. Instead of saying I will complete my assessment tomorrow, say I will do 100 words. Instead of saying I will complete this business or I will start it and I will have this many clients by this day, say I will take the first step and plan it out. The fragmentation of big goals into small steps will allow your brain to produce dopamine, and slowly you will identify with success. You can also start visualizing yourself succeeding. This may take a bit of practice, but over time you will start developing emotions and feelings with this version. Make sure you're doing this from a safe space and not to get overwhelmed by it. The default network mode in your brain to slowly re-script the story that you have provided it. And by visualizing, you slowly allow this part of the brain to restructure and rewire these beliefs, and you start identifying with a new identity. When millionaires lose money, they end up gaining it after a short time. When healthy individuals let themselves go, they can easily return to their former state. That is because the neural pathways in their brains are so deeply ingrained that returning to that former self is easy, because they have trained and visualized and seen themselves doing it and actually did that. You too can do the same. With visualization, cognitive restructuring, and having the belief and the bravery to enter this new arena, you can become whatever you want to be. Work on your identity, self-worth, belief system. That way you could stop running from the life you always wanted and become the person you can be.